Have you ever thought about whether self-pleasure might be subtly causing harm? Your well-being as you get older, as we mature. Keeping our well-being in check becomes even more analytical in certain aspects that appeared innocent during our childhood days may lead to unforeseen outcomes down the line. Life after 65 might not include. Came to understand that a specific routine, something frequently overlooked as inherent and innocent, might be affecting your well-being. In this video, we're exploring a significant risk, exploring the unexpected risks associated with a subject not often talked about openly. How often engaging in self-pleasure after reaching 65 can lead to unexpected impacts on your body and overall wellness. While this is an inherent aspect of existence, in recent conversations among experts in the health field indicate that, in some instances, it may play a role in issues related to physical and mental well-being that numerous older adults go through without realizing. The reason remains by my side until the very wrap up, as the insights you've gained today could simply shift your perspective on your health. We will dive into the genuine effects of this practice on your emotional well-being and mental performance, particularly how it can quietly influence energy levels and mood, consistency, and even enduring heart health. By the conclusion of this video will provide you with a more profound insight of what's truly going on within you, empowering you to make informed choices regarding your health and happiness. Prior, let's get started. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I highly suggest you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you stay updated on all the latest uploads. If you like this video, please type 1 leave a comment with a 0 if you're not a fan. Drop a comment to share your thoughts so I can create improved content for you. So let's dive in. Start at number 1. Unexpected strain on the cardiovascular system is one of the often ignored dangers of regular engaging in self-pleasure after reaching 65 is the effect it can have on the heart and overall heart health. While the activity might appear to have no connection at all to heart function, the reality is that an action that boosts heart rate and elevated blood pressure, particularly in brief, unexpected bursts, can create intense pressure on a maturing heart and blood vessel system. For younger individuals with a vibrant, elastic arteries, this may not be a concern, particularly for seniors whose blood vessels inherently lose some of their flexibility. Over time, this unexpected increase in heart rate may occasionally result in inconsistencies, lightheadedness, or possibly a heightened chance of. Consider the most recent cardiac episodes. Whenever you participate in some gentle physical activity, such as ascending a set of stairs or while hauling your groceries, you might have observed your heart working harder. Transformative experience that might just lead to a subtle sense of tiredness. Just picture it. That identical type of bodily reaction occurring during a period of heightened emotion, but short task. But in this instance, you're not ready for it. Your body lacks the slow build-up or deliberate rhythm that accompanies activity that leads to an increase in heart rate. The pace can be more sudden than you think. This unexpected strain on the heart is the reason certain older individuals have shared their experiences of feeling dizzy and drained, or even dealing with inconsistent heartbeats. Later, consider the situation of an individual such as William, a 72-year-old former engineer enjoying his retirement. William had always viewed himself fairly well-balanced in terms of his eating habits, doing well and keeping active, though he began to observe that following specific. In his personal endeavors, he experienced a peculiar sensation, pressure in his chest, and a feeling more winded than normal. Initially, he dismissed it, but after one especially awkward moment, he chose to bring it up with his physician. During a regular checkup, he was taken aback. The doctor clarified that these symptoms were fairly typical for men in his age group, particularly those with a background of elevated blood pressure or slight cardiac issues. problems arose even though William could keep going. Totally, his physician recommended that he settle, paying more attention to his body signals and to prevent pushing himself too hard that his heart wasn't prepared for. It's crucial to grasp that. This isn't about being scared, it's surprising how many seniors don't even realize of how their bodies react to this. As we age, our body's activity levels shift. As time goes by, the time needed to recover after any effort requires more time for the cardiac muscles, and blood vessels don't return to their original state as swiftly, just like they used to. An unexpected surge of physical exertion without prior readiness can be more demanding than anticipated, while intermittent engagement isn't always hazardous, regular, or extended. The intensity might be putting pressure on the aging heart and blood vessels without your involvement, without even realizing it. If you've ever noticed a sudden wave of fatigue and lightheadedness, or even slight unease in your chest, once you start practicing this habit, it's important to listen to your body. Connecting with you and acknowledging these signals can truly transform the outcome in avoiding extra pressure on your heart. Number 2, nervous system exhaustion and energy depletion is yet another unexpected. An impact that isn't widely discussed is how frequent masturbation can lead to feeling drained and overwhelmed, feeling exhausted, slow, and even when feeling mentally foggy. The human body depends on an equilibrium of vitality hormones and signals from the nervous system to operate effectively. And as we grow older, this equilibrium grows increasingly delicate. During this process can serve as a way to unwind. In the instance, it can truly add to prolonged fatigue, leaving you feeling increasingly fatigued as the day goes on. Completely grasping the reasons behind this, the way your nervous system resembles every action you take, whether it's a blend of movement and feelings. The act of processing or maintaining mental focus captivates power from this battery when you were younger than a battery that charges quickly, and your body might be able to manage increased levels of stimulation without much consequence. However, as you grow older, the capacity to restore that energy diminishes. What once was an easy moment of unwinding in your youth years might now be challenging for your nerves framework, resulting in prolonged durations of tiredness, low energy, or even challenges. Focusing on the journey of a person resembling Richard, who is 69 years old. Richard, a retired educator, began to observe that he felt inexplicably exhausted throughout the day, frequently facing challenges with feeling sluggish in the mornings and requiring several short breaks to power through his schedule. He had always thought that tiredness it's simply a part of getting older, but when he reduced his activities for a couple of weeks, he focused on specific habits, surprised to discover that his energy levels. He noticed a boost in his alertness and focus, and even observed that his quality of sleep, the connection improved and became more distinct. Excessive strain on specific bodily systems can result in exhaustion, and acknowledging this permitted him to implement changes that enhanced his overall well-being. The reason this occurs is mainly connected to neurotransmitters, those minuscule chemicals, communicators in your mind accountable for vibes, inspiration, and energizing pursuits that encourage the production of dopamine. The brain's feel-good and incentive chemical can provide a sense of satisfaction in the moment, but too much stimulation can result in the phenomenon known as dopamine burnout, is where your mind's responsiveness to enjoyment diminishes as time goes on, resulting in experiencing a sense of sluggishness and diminished drive. Even slight signs of depression in younger individuals. The brain shows remarkable resilience over the years. Recover swiftly from these variations, yet as we grow older, the recovery process takes more time. Why certain older individuals who participate in this People who practice this regularly often express a greater sense of well-being. Slower than they once were, it's not. It's not about stopping completely, it's about grasping the transformations your body undergoes, boundaries, and selecting options that benefit you. Keep your energy up instead of letting it drain away. If you've ever experienced a peculiar feeling of exhaustion, diminished drive, or challenges, focusing on content without a clear, think about if this practice could be engaging in a performance W, how fine-tuning your vibe, and being mindful of your body signals. Replies could create a significant variation in your everyday energy levels. If you're still tuned into this content and discovering these insights to be beneficial, please drop a second comment below to share your thoughts. I'm glad you're here. Your thoughts and opinions are really valuable. I will keep delivering the information to you. What truly counts? Number 3, interrupted patterns of sleep and heightened restlessness is often one of the most underestimated effects of regular self-pleasure on the effect on sleep among older adults. Many people assume that engaging quality, establishing this routine before sleep will benefit them, unwind, and drift off to sleep more quickly and comfortably. That could have been the case in earlier times. As we grow older, the reality shifts in unexpected ways. Rather than resulting in profound, rejuvenating slumber, it can really play a role in the evening. Constant unease, regular interruptions during sleep, and general sense of fatigue and lack of rejuvenation. The following morning, rest is fragile. Process managed by an intricate, the relationship between hormones in the brain, engagement, and nervous system management. A crucial contributor in this process is melatonin, the hormone that is responsible for indicating to your body that it's time to take a break and relax, but getting involved in actions that provoke a rush of the joy and satisfaction. Neurotransmitter may disrupt. The production of melatonin is becoming more challenging. To help your body shift into a calm and peaceful state, which is why certain individuals discover that even though I feel at ease right after they throw, and transforming as the night progresses. Think about an individual such as Gerald, who is 74 years old, a retiree who has always taken pride in. Waking up early has been a part of my routine, but recently, over the past few years, he began to notice an annoying cycle where he would drift off to sleep effortlessly, just to find myself waking up several times, all night long, regardless of the number. Changes he implemented to his sleep schedule. Habit he couldn't escape the sensation of waking up feeling sluggish and not fully refreshed. It wasn't until he discovered information about dopamine and he realized that melatonin interacts, building connections through subtle changes. Gerald was able to adapt his nighttime routines to achieve deeper rest and rise refreshed, feeling revitalized instead of worn out. An additional concern that frequently flies under the radar explores how this habit can contribute to an hyperactive nervous system just prior. Many seniors already face challenges with sleep, issues such as restless leg syndrome, muscle cramps at night, or overall sleep disruptions caused by the passage of time when the nervous system is overwhelmed. Particularly during the evening, it can create a more challenging to completely unwind, resulting in a subtle, shallow sleep instead of the restorative. The body requires restorative sleep too. Functioning at its best is crucial, since inadequate rest doesn't merely result in, are you feeling exhausted the following day? It has the combined impact on overall well-being. Research indicates that long-term sleep disruption in older adults is associated with elevated inflammation, leads to greater risks of memory deterioration and even a diminished defense mechanisms when the body lacks. Adequate restorative rest is essential for effective recovery, which complicates the maintenance process, cognitive agility, and bodily power. Focusing on your emotional health, then you might have noticed having trouble sleeping often at night, nocturnal awakenings, or an overall feeling tired in the mornings could be it's important to think about if this habit is taking on apart minor adjustments like modifying the schedule or regularity can create a meaningful impact in enhancing restfulness and supporting ensure your body recovers properly. Step 4. Heightened chance of prostate discomfort and urinary problems. One of the most surprising outcomes of regular self-pleasure in seniors is its possible effects on prostate wellness. Numerous individuals often think that consistent engagement in this area ensures everything runs seamlessly. However, as we grow older, the body responds in a unique way, as excessive use may result in heightened prostate sensitivity, mild swelling, and an increased chance of urinary discomfort that wasn't in concern during early years. Regarding the prostate, naturally increases as men get older, a condition referred to as benign prostatic hyperplasia (BPH). This enlargement can, at times, apply pressure to the bladder, creating challenges in completely clearing out, to constant urges to go to the bathroom, particularly during the nighttime when this location is overstimulated. The nearby muscles and tissues may experience irritation, boosting the feeling of wanting to. Some guys should consider visiting the restroom more frequently. Discover that after adopting this practice, they often go through a brief experiencing a sensation of constriction and a decrease in urine flow. Experience a slight warmth or gentle sensation during this. Isn't necessarily something to worry about. It's something that deserves your focus, particularly when these signs begin to disrupt everyday ease. An individual like Leonard, who is 71 years old. Leonard, who has stepped away from his career in construction, I've never experienced any significant urinary problems before. However, he realized that he was starting to wake up increased frequency at night for bathroom visits. Initially, he believed it was merely a component of growing older, but after talking it over with the physician discovered that excessive stimulation issues related to the prostate can occasionally lead to these symptoms temporarily worsening. Inflammation and sensitivity. His healthcare provider suggested stepping back from regular tasks to determine if his symptoms got better. And just like that, in a matter of weeks, his late-night excursions to the restroom occurred with less regularity, and he experienced increased cozy all around, yet still underrated. One important factor is the regularity of stimulation impacts the muscles of the pelvic floor. The floor plays a crucial role in providing support. As we get older, bladder control becomes an important topic to consider. Muscles naturally lose strength when overwhelmed. They may experience exhaustion, resulting in unexpected leaks at times. Challenges or struggles with sustaining complete manage. Although this may not be evident initially, but with time it can play a role in a slow decrease in urinary function for men who are already encounter slight urinary concerns. This is particularly crucial if you've observed an occasional rise in urgency, dribbling, or struggling to completely empty. Think about your bladder and whether you experience frequent urges. The stimulation could be playing a role in the issues with implementing minor tweaks like lowering occurrence or adding exercises for the pelvic floor can assist in sustaining improved urinary wellness while minimizing excessive pressure on the prostate. Does any of this resonate with you? Take a moment to tune in to what your body is saying. Sharing insights on your comfort and well-being are definitely worth your attention and are quite compact. Transformations can lead to significant impacts if you're still tuned into this video, and I hope you find these insights valuable. Drop a comment number 4 below to share your thoughts. Your presence means a lot, and your thoughts truly assist me. Keep sharing insights that enhances your well-being and overall living experience. 5th on the list is hormonal imbalance and its effect on mood. Delivers yet another unexpected outcome of regular self-pleasure after 65 is its possible effects on hormonal equilibrium and the general vibe that a lot of individuals overlook. that this task is connected to the launch of essential hormones that control vibrant emotional balance and consistency, mental performance, even though it may seem similar to a short-term way to ease tension. Getting too involved in it can result in discrete yet impactful hormonal ups and downs that make you feeling emotionally off, easily annoyed, or even a bit lower in the upcoming days. Hormones such as testosterone, dopamine, and oxytocin plays a significant role in influencing our emotions. Every day, when you participate in this, there's a brief surge of activity. Dopamine, the neurotransmitter that brings you those feel-good vibes, accountable for enjoyment and inspiration. Yet constant excessive use may result in something referred to as dopamine depletion, where your mind's responsiveness to the chemical diminishes gradually over time. This can transform daily tasks into something more enjoyable, fun, and engaging, creating a loop where IT requires increasingly higher levels of stimulation to reach the same degree of fulfillment. Some individuals find themselves feeling unmotivated and easily frustrated, dealing with some light feelings of sadness signs without understanding the reason behind them. An individual such as Edward, a 68-year-old retiree, individual who had always been a balanced and optimistic individual, yet throughout the last year, he began to observe mood swings that seemed to come out of nowhere. One day he felt full of energy and concentration, and then he experienced a sense of lethargy and heightened irritability. Didn't happen until he paused and assessed his everyday routines that he discovered the link after creating a slight adjustments in the distribution of the frequency. Throughout this activity, he observed that his energy felt more stabilized, steady, and he didn't encounter the same emotional downturns that had begun, slowly integrating into his everyday routine. The key element is testosterone. Guidelines while younger individuals create. This hormone produced at elevated levels naturally decreases as one gets older often. Engagement can occasionally result in short-term decreases in testosterone that could lead to a decrease in energy levels, inspiration, and even nuanced transformations in. Some studies suggest that muscle tone, overproduction of specific hormones, for example, prolactin, may have an additional suppressive effect. Testosterone can lead to men experiencing diminished feelings, full of energy and more likely to feel emotions. The highs and lows, this doesn't imply that every engagement is not negative. Quite the opposite, actually. Finding balance is essential if you've been experiencing feeling a bit unsteady and facing challenges, inspiration, or observing slight transformations in your general vibe could be beneficial. Thinking about if hormonal variations are influencing the outcome. Give your body additional time to recover in between. Moments of engagement can assist. Achieve a harmonious balance of natural hormones to achieve more stable energy levels and an enhanced feeling of overall wellness. Have you ever felt this type of emotion? An exhilarating ride with no clear purpose. You're not the only one. Numerous seniors experience this. These adjustments, without being aware of the root issue, minor tweaks can create a meaningful impact in the way you experience every single day. Number 6, diminish awareness and reduce enjoyment over time. One of the lesser-known impacts of regular self-pleasure after the age of 65 is how it may result in a slow decrease in being more aware. Makes it more challenging to enjoy the same degree of satisfaction. As time goes on, a lot of individuals tend to believe that this endeavor is entirely advantageous, contributing to ensure proper operation and flow. Yet what frequently escapes attention is that excessive stimulation, particularly when it turns into a regular or common aspect of an individual's daily habits, can result in desensitization. Refers to the process by which the body reacts with less intensity than it used to. The human nervous system is built to adjust to recurring signals when the identical. This kind of stimulation happens way too frequently. Nerve receptors may decrease in sensitivity, adaptive needing greater or additional extended engagement to reach the similar impact, which is why certain previous grown-ups observe that the feelings what was once enjoyable doesn't feel as intense anymore. They previously did, or that it requires additional effort, dedication, and commitment to achieve comparable success. In certain situations, it can bring a sense of fulfillment, can even result in annoyance as what once felt effortless now appears to demand increased attention and dedication. Consider the example of Robert, a 73-year-old ex-musician. Robert had always loved being active, way of living, and found no issue in retaining specific practices from his early days, yet beyond. Moment he observed a slight, yet unmistakable transform. What used to come naturally now needed additional time, and the feelings didn't seem to be the same initially. Chalked it up to getting older, but after listening from individuals who have gone through comparable situations, he came to understand that too much stimulation had made an impact after changing his routines and giving his body additional time to rejuvenate. In the gaps, he observed an enhancement in overall responsiveness, enhancing the experience to feel more organic and fun. Once more, another element at engage here is nerve fatigue, just like another area of the body where the nerve endings accountable for the experience can transform. Overwhelmed when faced with the same, engaging in the same task too often, this may lead to a lackluster outcome, causing responses seem less impactful than they used to. We're also overly abundant dopamine, launched particularly in quick intervals, can change the way the brain experiences enjoyment, occasionally resulting in a diminished capacity to experience thrill or eagerness in different aspects of life. The positive takeaway is this process can frequently be undone by allowing the body additional time to heal. Amid occurrences of excitement, numerous individuals discover that their innate awareness enhances as time progresses. Isn't about stopping altogether, it's regarding the knowledge needed for upkeep. Maintain equilibrium to ensure experiences persist. Fun rather than turning into. It can be really annoying if you've ever experienced that. Things just don't seem to have the same vibe as they required more effort, or that it demands additional work. More than ever, remember that you're not alone. A lot of individuals go through this transformation. Unbeknownst to me, the reason was minor. Tweaks can have a major impact. If you continue to tune in this clip and uncovering these revelations. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share your insights on number 6 in the comments below. To show me your present interaction allows me to keep delivering material that enhances your overall wellness. Number 7 boosts emotions of isolation and emotional disconnection. Some of the most overlooked consequences of common among older adults. Its possible influence on feelings, fostering positive relationships, and enhancing overall happiness. While this activity may appear to be innocuous, an enjoyable method to unwind or occupy your time, overdependence on it can occasionally add to a sense of loneliness, isolation, and emotional disconnection from significant connections among individuals are designed for emotional connection, closeness, tactile connection, and profound personal interactions are essential. Impact on overall joy and well-being. Health when self-pleasure becomes a main source for relaxation or tension. It can definitely ease the pressure and lower the drive to pursue genuine social interaction instead of. This can result in a heightened feeling isolated from others. Social interactions seem to lack depth, or even think about someone who might not be needed. Similar to James, a 75-year-old widower following. After losing his wife, James discovered himself dedicating extra moments to himself, enriching his days filled with comforting routines. And soothing as time went on, he observed that he wasn't connecting with friends as frequently, and even during his social interactions, seemed more like a duty than a authentic passion. He didn't instantly link the pieces, but ultimately he came to understand that his tendency to depend on solitary activities for comfort were gently emphasizing his solitude as he put in a deliberate effort to find harmony in his time for oneself while being more social interaction, whether by participating in a local team, participating in neighborhood activities, or just catching up with old pals. He discovered that his general mood got better, and the emotions of isolation transformed. Significantly easier to manage. This type of emotional detachment is not a concept that occurs over time. It's a slow process, change that frequently flies under the radar, until sensations of solitude intensify. Articulated how the mind develops routines grounded regarding reward cycles and the timing of a fast source is easily accessible and can, at times, it can substitute the drive to pursue more profound and significant connections with. Here's why certain older individuals discover they are dedicating more moments to solitude without being aware that specific routines might be strengthening that trend there. There's a psychological angle to think about. Connecting through impactful exchanges with others, be a discussion or a shared experience or even something as easy as a handshake or a hug sparks the release of a hormone called oxytocin, connected to attachment and feelings. Engagement during social interactions. Lower levels of oxytocin may decrease, adding to the sense of isola, tie-in, and even slight feelings of sadness. Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt more alone than you would prefer, or if connecting with others has begun to seem diminished, more fulfilling than it once was? It's valuable to consider the part that specific routines influence the development of those emotions, tweaking minor details like by allocating specific time for engaging in social events, reconnecting with connecting with friends, or diving into hobbies that fostering relationships can be beneficial. Bring back a feeling of equilibrium and fulfillment. If this perspective resonates, let's pause for a moment to think about your personal journey of building relationships is among the most impactful resources for nurturing our emotional well-being as we grow older. And even minor adjustments can lead to a lasting influence. Number 8, amplified. The potential for pelvic floor weakness and bladder control issues. One of the lesser recognized outcomes of regular self-pleasure in seniors is its possible impact on pelvic floor strength and bladder control. While the majority individuals connect pelvic wellness with young people or those in the process of healing, the reality is about medical conditions. As we grow older, the muscles that provide support, the bladder, prostate, and lower abdomen, naturally diminish over time. Excessive tension in this region, particularly when executed often or with excessive fervor, can lead to pelvic floor exhaustion, resulting in nuanced yet irritating modifications in bladder performance. The floor is in charge of upkeep, effective bladder management assistance, vital systems, and maintaining balance in the lower body. When these muscle groups diminishing, it may lead to heightened immediate need, sporadic discharge, or challenges completely emptying the bladder for many older adults. Consider that these adjustments are simply a component of getting older, yet they might not even realize it, making the situation worse without coming to the understanding that it involves someone like Harold, a retired mechanic at the age of 70. Harold had consistently enjoyed great health. However, he began to realize that he was increasing the number of visits to the restroom, particularly during the nighttime. He also came to understand that he occasionally experienced experiencing a lack of control during a sneeze or chuckling at an experience he had never gained insights after conducting the research linked between pelvic floor wellness. After experiencing frequent stimulation, he made the decision to decrease the occurrence and integrate integrate pelvic exercises into his daily routine. After a few weeks of following the routine, he observed the actual change in his urgency diminished, and he experienced a greater sense of control during the process. Today, this concern is increasingly prevalent. Numerous individuals come to understand the excessive use of the pelvic muscles without adequate recovery. Duration can result in significant muscle fatigue, similar to any other section of the body, just as pushing the arms or legs too hard without taking a break can lead to discomfort and lessen intense pressure on the pelvic area. This area may lead to brief sensations of tightness, unease, or diminished capacity to keep complete oversight. Another crucial one aspect is the sensitivity of the nerves in the pelvic area are essential when it comes to managing bladder function. Overstimulated, they may convey conflicting messages to the mind, generating a misleading feeling, a pressing need, or triggering the bladder to respond in unexpected ways. This is the reason some individuals observe a rise during the evening hours, getting up to use the bathroom, even if the total amount of fluids they've consumed hasn't transformed. The positive update is that these challenges can frequently be handled with minor changes in daily habits to lower occurrence, including basic pelvic floor workouts and focusing on how your body reacts can aid in recovery. Manage and minimize excessive pressure on these crucial muscles. If you've ever observed unanticipated alterations in bladder function, heightened urgency, or sporadic, it could be beneficial to take leakage into account. How specific habits influence your pelvic health. Minor adjustments can result in significant improvements, significant enhancements in ease and believe in yourself. If you're still tuned in this video and discovering these insights, your thoughts would be appreciated. Please share them for number 8. Drop a comment below to let me know you're here. Interaction enables me to keep delivering material that enhances your overall wellness. As we conclude this video, here's some final reflections. Pause for a second to think about it all. We've explored numerous habits that appear innocuous during our formative years can possess surprising changes we experience as we grow older, and self-pleasure is no exception from its influence on heart health and fatigue in the nervous system and its impact on hormone equilibrium, sleep excellence, and pelvic health. The strength of the floor is evident. Staying mindful and maintaining balance are essential. The aim here isn't to produce anything superfluous concern, yet to deliver meaningful perspectives that assist you in making well-informed choices concerning your overall health. One of the most significant, one important point is that your body is constantly reaching out to you. If you've observed shifts in vitality, emotional state, and urinary regulation, or even general contentment with the payment, paying more attention to your habits might uncover insights you might have overlooked prior to making minor tweaks. Regardless of whether they are lowering frequency, enhances rest, cleanliness, or prioritizing community interaction, can greatly influence the way you experience the positivity every day. And the exciting part is that some of these effects can be undone, and by paying attention to what your body requires, can keep a feeling of energy and self-assurance as you age. I'm eager to know your thoughts on which of these insights really caught your attention. Have you observed any of these transformations in yourself, or do you possess personal insights to express your opinions, explore ideas, and share our thoughts in a creative way? Appreciate the opportunity to share knowledge together. We're excited to have you here today and can't wait to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below and share your thoughts, something you discovered today, and your strategy moving forward. To incorporate it into your life, your ideas are crucial for us, so feel free to sharing them while reading your comments brings. We can find inspiration and support. You found this video enjoyable and engaging. Your support means a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your encouragement fuels our creative journey. Engaging material designed to educate and motivate you. Thank you for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you again. Looking forward to catching you in the next clip.